And we are back. We're back, guys. Here we are again. Welcome back, guys. Part 2 of Ryan's Lighthouse conspiracy theory. Where they disappeared.
The next bit, we are going to look into the official investigation and the official investigation's explanation. So, quick little recap. Although you should have watched part 1, and you should just be jumping right into part 2 now. But anyway.
By the way, if you're just watching part 2, this might not make that much sense. So,
yeah, it won't.
Little public service announcement. Go and watch part 1.
Yeah, please. So yeah, in 1900, on the lighthouse in the Flannel Isles, 3 lighthouse keepers disappeared. These were James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur.
Oh, look at that. More ambulancing, please.
Po.
So, the official investigation began on the 20th. The official investigation began on the 29th of December 1900. So only 3 days after they found they disappeared, quite quick, by Robert Moorhead. Now, he knew all 3 men personally because he had hired them all for the job of lighthouse keeper. So he was potentially a good judge of the character. So what he was able to do was locate their logbooks, because the lighthouse keepers keep a logbook. So Thomas Marshall wrote on the 12th of December that there were severe winds, the likes of which he'd never seen in 20 years. So a lot of wind apparently.
And he's an experienced.
Yep. He also wrote that James Ducat, who was one of the other senior members, had been very quiet.
Oh.
And more interestingly was that MacArthur, who was a veteran mariner and was known as a brawler, he was like the type of guy to get back in port, has a foot.
Okay, so we have an experienced mariner.
And then we have another experienced mariner who's got a reputation as a brawler. Like a tough guy. In the log, it says he's been crying a lot.
So imagine the opposite of Ryan, and that's what he is.
So we have a quiet one, a brawler, and senior.
Yeah, and the brawler has been crying a lot, according to the journal.
Okay.
The brawler was crying.
Yes.
Maybe it is like Ryan.
On the 13th of December, they describe how the 3 men have been praying for this storm to end.
Right.
There's this raging storm, and they're saying like, please, let it end.
I think like a wooden house though.
Yeah, in a house.
Yeah, but is it wooden?
No, I mentioned brick.
So like you're gonna be stuck inside anyway. So what sort of thing?
Well, that's one of the things. Like,
or are they just praying for it to go so they can go home?
No, I think they were.
It would be really scary if you were on an island and it was a shit scary
Got a picture
storm.
like this storm and where you are. You're literally on like a little spot of land in the sea.
Yeah, I get that, but also you must see that. It must be storms there all the time.
Well, there's a few things. This thing you'd expect.
Like you don't go into that job and expect that it's going to be like.
Yeah, but if these are crying, that must mean it's really bad.
You'd expect them
to
be used to storms, but the interesting thing is this lighthouse was only built in 1899, so it's about a year old.
Right.
So
how many weeks at a time are there? 4 to 6.
4 to 6 weeks. Yeah. So there probably won't have been a lot of time spent there, and there will not be a lot of knowledge of how bad the storms get potentially.
Yeah.
So
why did they do a lighthouse keepers somewhere else though?
It could have been, but it's not the same. What I mean is, obviously, every island would be different.
Yeah, but it was in the middle of the sea. You would expect storms.
Yeah, but if one of them, if they
tell you what, Reese, you get in your time machine, right? Talk about that in a future episode, because apparently you can't go back in time anyway. Go back 120 years, have a little word with MacArthur, be like, why were you crying? Why were you crying? It's just a bit of wind, and then you can get blown off and die.
That went a bit far, didn't it? And you can die.
I mean, I get a bit unnerved if it starts lightning here, so I can't imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine how they're feeling.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, I know, but like.
If men that are that experienced and that some of them have been out at sea for 20 plus years are shaken up by a storm, you think it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but the senior one. Yeah. You would expect the senior one to like, just like calm down, like.
Yeah, but if even he thinks it's bad, then it must be bad.
So the final journal log entry they have is from the 15th of December with the words, "Storm ended, sea calm,
Can't be that.
God is over all."
God is over all. Right, okay.
Do not know what that means.
No.
Never will, unfortunately. So the official explanation after doing all this research, because he saw there was one coat left, 2 missing, was that they had gone to secure some rigging on one side of the island, and one guy had dashed out without his coat to help them, and all 3 men swept off by a wave.
Right, okay.
Now, there is evidence on the island that on the, I believe it's the west side, there was a lot of damage to the railings, and they'd been almost torn out of the rock.
Right.
A big boulder, I think it weighed a lot, had been blown and moved. And then on the very top of the cliff where the grass was, that had been blown off.
Right.
So as if you could potentially be blown if you were standing
Yeah.
on the edge of the cliff. So that was his official verdict, is that 3 men were likely to be attending to some rigging, and then a wave swept them off, or they'd been blown off. That's how they died. But their bodies have never been discovered. And in part 3, we're going to discuss some of our explanations and discuss what we think might have happened and what other people think might have happened. Oh, yeah, if you're enjoying these episodes, why not listen to the podcast? Because often what happens with the videos is we have to cut a lot of content out, but with the podcast, we leave it all in. So if you want more, go and enjoy the podcast.
All my jokes will be in the podcast.
Yeah, a lot of the jokes are not in the podcast, so if you hate the jokes.
Alright, thanks guys. See you next time.
Bye.